Hello and welcome from around the globe to our special AFCON coverage on Africa News, where we bring you all the latest happenings from Egypt. Madagascar are not just happy to be making their AFCON debut, but they are on a mission to defy pundits. The Indian Ocean Islanders are continuing their fairy tale story at this year's Africa Cup of Nations, where they advanced to their first ever quarterfinals by beating the DRC 4-2 on penalties after a 2-all draw game in the 90 minutes. Those who thought Madagascar's 2-0 victory over Nigeria in the group stage was a fluke should greatly have a rethink. Their reward for eliminating the DRC is a mouth-watering tie against the winner of either Ghana or Tunisia. Nicolas Dupuy underpins their intentions.
We want to go far as possible. We want to continue to live this dream and have fun and give others a good time as well. That was my first speech tonight. My last words in my briefing. Today it's about enjoyment. The enjoyment we get and the enjoyment we give to our 25 million Malagasy people.
On the flip side, DRC coach Florent Ibenge said lack of focus cost his team. He's been hugely criticized for over-alternating his team throughout the tournament.
We lacked focus. That made us concede very early on. And it allowed this Malagasy team to believe a little more. And we had to chase after the score. And so it ends up wearing us out.
Meanwhile, the Desert Foxes of Algeria booked their last 8th spot in the competition with a comfortable 3-0 win over Guinea that was in Cairo on Sunday. Algeria and Tunisia are still flying the flag of the Maghreb region in the competition following the elimination of Egypt and Morocco. Algeria will face the winner of the match between Mali and Côte d'Ivoire in the quarterfinals of the competition. Now, a look at the last 2 matches of the round of 16. Ghana will hope to continue their unbeaten record in the competition with a fixture up against Tunisia in tonight's game, which kicks off at 7 p.m. GMT in Ismailia. But before that, the Tough will pay the price of the game that will be a West African derby between Mali and Côte d'Ivoire, kicking off at 4 p.m. GMT in Suez. After 17 days of competition in Egypt, the race for the top scorer of the competition is close to call, as there is little to separate 4 men with 3 goals each. Interestingly, 12 other players have also scored 2 goals. Here's a look at the top scorer chart of this year's Africa Cup of Nations. The round of 16 fixtures produced some interesting results, with Benin beating highly fancied Morocco on penalties. Host Egypt were dumped out of the competition by a youthful South African side. And now we keep talking about Egypt, where their elimination from the AFCON meant that their head coach, Mexican Xavier Aguirre, had to lose his job despite having 3 years on his contract still. Also, to fall casualty was the Egyptian Football Association president, Abu Rina, who resigned from his post after their defeat on Sunday. Also, Uganda have parted company with coach Sebastien Desabre despite performing above expectations at the Africa Cup of Nations, where they reached the last 16. The Ugandan Football Federation, FUFA, said in a statement that it had mutually agreed to end the Frenchman's contract. And now more updates and news on Africa News and africanews.com. Bye-bye for now. See you tomorrow.